G'day everyone, and welcome back for part 2 of putting this Traveller's Folio whatever thingamajiggy together that we're working on. And when we left we had wet our inking and it would look a little bit like this. Now we are going to take it from this to this. Okay, so this is, we got a little bit of extra work to do just to finish it off, and we're going to be turning it into this little doodad here, which should be awesome. So we've got some markings, there's a little bit of gold there because I want to use some gold in the clockwork. So we're going to do that. Now, because I made a mistake when I was filming this, and I was filming and I wasn't and thought I was and I wasn't, I had another one that I was working on, stuff, and I thought, well, why waste it? And so I thought I'd show you, and I was like, well, I'm going to do something with it, because it's all cut. Is we're going to I've used different inks, so similar style but different colors. And if anyone knows Stamperia, you'll know which papers I'm going to be using in that one. But so the colours that I used for this one, if anyone ever wonders, is that I went in and I used Wilted Violet, Villainous Potion, and the Evergreen Bough as my base kind of ones like this. And did the same process that we had done previously. Then I came in and I inked around the edges with Chip Sapphire, and the markings are done with Chip Sapphire, Speckled Egg, and the Evergreen Bough, as well as some gold, some silver, and some white. You know, splatters. Okay, that's the word I was looking for. So we're going to have this one on the go as well, because, you know, why only do one? Probably because I'm mad. Alright, so how do we go from this, so it looking like this, to looking more rusty and grungy? Okay, so let's do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring over the little file folder I've been working on while I'm doing this, just because I'm like, well, I might as well make marks on something I might use at some point down the track. Isn't that what it's all about? Now, I have this splatter stamp. It was a background stamp, I believe, maybe from Kaisercraft, but you know, it looks the size for Kaisercraft, so could be it. But you know, you don't have to do this. You could use splatters. You could use ink splatters, and you know, like get it out and splatter it. I just have this, makes life, it's a bit neater, because you know, you can tell I'm a clean crafter. My hands will be multicolored by the end of this. I've already washed them like 3 times trying to make it look half thing. I'm never going to have those nice pretty hands that people have. Yeah, that's not what I'm about. Okay, so I'm going to come in with Rusty Hinge, and we're just going to do some mark making. So I'm just going to literally come in and randomly start putting some marks. Now, Casper has not whinged all afternoon. Alright, so it's been a few hours since I filmed the last one. He has not made a sound, and now that I'm talking to myself, he's going to go in the background and sound like he's, like, you know, hard done by. He's been fed, he's eaten, he's had a nap, he's fine. He's just an attention hog. So, you know, ignore him whining, because it's not real. Now, don't get me wrong, I imagine he's in a little bit of pain, but I think he's exaggerating. He's definitely a male. making a lot of noise about stuff that we're all just like, all females will be like, yeah, get over it. Alright, okay. Oh, yeah, there you go. He's just having a bit of a whinge there, just to remind you that, oh, Tammy's just such the meanest mum in the whole world. Alright, you got that one? Okay, so that was rusty hinge. Get rid of that. Then we're going to come in with evergreen bow, 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 bow. Alright, sorry. Okay. I'm going to make some marks with that one. It's like rinse and repeat. So how's everyone doing? If you're new to my channel as a result of this, say hi. Say hi down in the comments. Tell me where you're from, how you found me, all of that good jazz. Yeah, tell me a little bit about it. You know, you can also mention if you're concerned for my sanity. I am certified insane, so you know, we'll go with that. Alright. And yet they allow me to teach psychology. I'm like my students' best case study. That's what I always tell them. I'm like, you've got a built-in case study here. Have fun with that. Alright. Okay, so evergreen bow. Bow wow. And now vintage photo. So you can see there's no rhyme or reason as to where I'm putting these. I'm just kind of like wherever it lands is where it goes. A lot of it's not going to be seen. I think I'm just doing this just for, you know, because I enjoy it. You see very little of it, but I know that I did it, and that's the thing. I know how much time I put into it. And it's the little things, even though you only see a little bit of it, it's that little bit that just, I think, adds to the final look. Final look-a-majook. Alright. Okay. So we've got that. Now we're going to come along with our vintage photo again, and we're going to do some distressing along the edges. I'll tell you about my holidays while I'm at it. It's been good holidays. First week we didn't do much. Kind of just sat there and stared at a wall. End of term 3 as a teacher, it's like, oh, I've got nothing left. So I did that for a while and kind of just stared. And then decided spontaneously to go to Toowoomba for the Carnival of Flowers. So the boyfriend likes green stuff, and it's his birthday week this week, and so I was like, I'll be a good girlfriend and suggest we go away, because my daughter was in Japan for 10 days of school and then come back and went up to visit her father, so we're kind of child free for a fair chunk of it. And I was like, I'll be a good girlfriend and take him away for his birthday, you know, go do stuff he likes, green stuff. And oh, it was amazing. I haven't been to Toowoomba. I worked out to be nearly 25 years since I've been to Toowoomba. And oh, it was phenomenal. If you ever have an opportunity to go if you like green stuff. Because even me as a non-green stuff lover really enjoyed it. And thankfully he's just awesome, and in amongst all of the green stuff, he allowed me to go op shopping and antique shopping and all of that kind of stuff. And it's really good. He's starting to learn the things I look for. And if I'll walk past and miss something, and he'll be like, hey, what about this? And I'll be like, yeah, that's it. So, which was pretty good. And then, so we went and did all of that, and went to the Toowoombaness and did did that, and then stopped at a whole different ones like Kingaroy and all of the Crow's Nest. Oh my god, I need to go back to Crow's Nest because there was a huge second-hand bookstore, but it was closed. Apparently the guy opens when he feels like it. And I'm like, oh, that's great. But, which is probably good. As I said to the lady at the op shop next door, I said, well, he missed out on a lot of money by being closed. But yeah, so, and the fact that they're just literally going to somewhere called Crow's Nest, love it. So we did that, and found a few little bargains. Found one, there was one antique place in Toowoomba, and I walked in there, and it was literally like a hoarder's house. Like, you name it, it's probably in there. But it was so difficult to find anything. You were like sucking in all of the bits so that you could get through the hallway, well, the gaps that were allowed, and massively overpriced. And I found one newspaper, which was awesome, like 1930s newspaper, and I'm like, it had no price on it, and I was like, I'm not even going to bother. I know he's going to ask for something ridiculous for it. And so the boyfriend went out and asked, and he was like $50, and I went, not a chance. Go away. And then he's like, oh, it's, you know, unique. And I said, no, listen, I said, I know what I'm looking for, and I know what I can get, and what prices I get it for. So I'm not, and then he had to go at me, because he was like, what, are you going to vandalise it? Blah, 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 with what I do. And so that put my back up straight away. And then I'm like, you're never going to sell anything if you've got that attitude about stuff. And then, so that was fine, and then we went around the corner, and there was a coin collectible shop there, and went in, and underneath some books, the boyfriend found some 1930s, 1918 newspapers, and they were, like, you know, they were a bit more worse for wear than the one at the antique store, but, you know, they were still old and patinaed and all of that kind of stuff, and marked. And so he goes to the guy, how much for these? And he goes, you can have them. So I got it for free. So $50 or free. And I wanted to be like Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, and go back and go, big mistake. Big mistake. But yeah, so that was my little story. Okay, so we've got that. Alrighty, that's all distressed up. Now we get to make some gold splatters. Who doesn't like making gold splatters? Whoa, me, because it makes a mess. But, you know, the things I do for you guys. Alright, and it's pretty. Okay, so I've got it. I always have a little mix of gold, white, and black just ready to go. Little spice jars, handy. Okay, so a little bit of gold on that one, and then let's bring this one over. And do the same thing. Alrighty, so we got some gold splattery goodness that we can let dry up. So I'm going to put that across to the side to dry, and then I will come back to you and we will construct the base of it in this video, I think, and that should be where we're good to go. And like, look at this. Now I've just got like all of this shiny dotty goodness. Alright. Okay, I'll see you in a couple of seconds for you, and probably an hour or so for me. Okay, so we're back. It's dried. I've had dinner, had dessert, and we're going to put this together. So I've put the purple one together. So this is what we're aiming to get done in the rest of this little part of the tutorial series. So what we're going to do is obviously get our base. That's a good start. Alright. And I'm putting mine out. Okay. I've got some 1/8 of an inch tape. You don't really need it. I'm just doing it because it helps hold it there while the glue dries. That's honestly the only reason. I don't really trust double-sided tape, especially in hot Queensland. But it does as a temporary hold while the glue works. Is kind of how I see it. But yeah, so I got that there. And then what we're going to do is we are going to come in with our flappy pieces. So we got flappy flappies. Okay. And work out which one's going where skis. I think that's the right one. Yep. Okay. And what we're basically going to be doing is adding this part of the 1/4 inch spine onto this one. Oh. Honestly, as soon as I press record, I get the flumsies. I have the flumsies in my general everyday life too, but it just seems to be more when you're filming. It's like, okay. Alright, so basically what I do is I fold that over and I put it up here on the line here with the spine. I'm going to put that over. There we go. Done. And burnish that down. Whoop. Done skis. Alright, I'm just going to snip off. There's like that little bit extra. You know. It's like, let's just make it not so obvious. Okay. I got that one there. That one folds over that way. Now we're going to do this side. And this one here. Yep. I don't know. Sometimes I put it on here and sometimes put it on here. I don't know. I don't know what my brain does, but like I said, you do you. I've just got tacky glue in that glue thing too. For this kind of stuff, I just find good old tacky glue. I get mine from Linkcraft, and I really enjoy it. I think it does a great job with putting cardstock together. There you go. So this is the tacky glue I use for this kind of stuff. There you go. If anyone was ever wondering, it's not something I use when I'm using like thinner papers or anything like that, and things I don't want. But for cardstock, it's great. Gets in, gets it done, and we're good to go. Alright, now I need to come in and put back in the spine. There we go, we got that one. And sometimes you just got to coax it a little. Alright, so we've got this part done. Next part, we're going to put in our little pockets along here. Now if you want to measure and make it all even, go right ahead. I won't be, I'm just going to eyeball it. So I'm going to come in along here. Looks like the middle. Looks like the middle. Around the end. There we go. Okay, so that one. I'm going to do this side pocket. So it's going to be this one. So same thing, I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. It's around about the same distance here. So, yeah, looks good. It's about 4 inches on this side if you wanted to measure. But, in my everyday life, I'm not generally a big measurer. I just kind of most time trust my, you know, aging eyesight. Sometimes it gets it right, sometimes it gets it very, very wrong. That's okay. Okay, there we go, so we've got them. Now we're going to put our pockets here. I'm going to do the bottom hinge. Now we worked really hard to make all of this edging, so I don't want to cover it up, so I'm going to make sure that we keep some of it there for us to be able to see. I'm kind of doing the same distance from the side as from the top. There we go. Alright. Going to put in some washi tape. And just tape down this bottom one so that anything we put in slides in a little bit better. Just make sure it's really well burnished so that the adhesive sticks. And there we go. Oh, wait up, I'm going to just miter these guys in. I forgot to do it. So just mitering in those there. Oh, I've done it for that one. I forgot it for that one. There we go. Get in my way. our pockets on there. Now we're going to go over to this one. And you've got our backs. So just make sure when you're putting these on that you're kind of putting it between your two spines there. So you should have about a 1/16 on either side, or an 1/8 depending on how you've cut it. But there should be plenty of room so that it doesn't interfere with Folio folding up. And then last but not least, we've got our gusseted pocket thingies, accordion pocket, whatever you want to call them, something fancy. I'm going to come up and measure about 2 inches because that's where I want my top one to be. I'm going to place it about there, looks good. So again, keeping it away from the spine. About there. Looks pretty good. Enough too. So fold it in, out, and in again, like so. Then some glue along here. Holding your breath that you're putting it on straight-ish. Straight-ish is good enough-ish. Okay. That. Alright. And now we just need to make the bottom one line up. Washi tape. There it is. And bring them back in and on top of each other. Trying to make it look like you know what you're doing. La-di-da. Oh, miter those little edge bits in. Bonk. Bonk. Hold it in and place it on top. Right. there we go. So that is the base construction of this folio. So all that we need to come back and do now is obviously the decoration and put some eyelets in and do all of that kind of stuff. But that's what we're looking at. So we've got that one, we've got this one, and eventually it should hopefully end up looking like that one, is what we're hoping for. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, and when we come back next we'll start with the decorations. Alright, as always, remember, be kind, be strong, be aware, and I'll see you later. Bye!